Halloween season, gotta watch some scary movies. And I decided to rewatch Saw 6. And I did not have a very good time. It's not a good movie. And what else would I expect from the 6th movie in this franchise? But just something about how much they leaned into adding and developing plot points from like every other movie. It was like genuinely fucking nauseating. You know, with horror movies, there is some expectation of like a baseline level of enjoyment you can have without needing to know the entire fucking history, every little nuance to each character and what their motivations are. But this movie just goes out of its way to develop and insert a dead jigsaw into like every single plot point you've ever seen. It's like having all these flashbacks to justify having Tobin Bell back. It shows the flaws of Saw, and you know, it is fun to watch and poke fun at. This one was just so fucking ridiculous. I don't know. We start this movie. These fucking chickens in the background, man. We start this movie off with the pound of flesh trap. It's a duo trap. Whoever puts more flesh on the scale gets to live.
For the most flesh in order to save their life.
Gas, flesh. Yeah, gas for flesh. Oh, this is really twisted. Oh no. I think I might be the only person left who actually cares about like the morals and ethics of putting people in these saw traps. You'll see later, but Jigsaw put someone in a trap for smoking. For fucking smoking. Yeah, this one's pretty brutal. I like the concept. That's a pretty dark concept. The lady wins by chopping her entire fucking arm off. The fat guy tries to cut off some stomach, and that was brutal to watch. Now, of course, with these Saw movies, we're following multiple protagonists. Ollie. We have Detective Hoffman, one of Jigsaw's disciples who's currently carrying out the traps and observing and trying to frame Peter Strahm, the FBI agent from the last movie. We also follow Jigsaw's wife, Jill Tuck, who is revealed to be also carrying out Jigsaw's will. Here we go, that box from the last movie, that random scene we had that made no sense. Yeah, that's actually the last thing Jigsaw left for his lovely wife. And who's in that box? It's all the victims of everyone in this movie. Wow, everything was totally planned and not just like inserted and retconned. Mog. So we see Hoffman trying to squirm his way through this investigation. He tries to cover up the fact that he is a little bit sloppy. They can tell they're using different knives for the Jigsaw skin cutout thing. It's kind of Death Note-y. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the battle between Light and L. They're trying to figure out who it is. He's trying to help out, but it's him the whole time. I kind of like that aspect of Hoffman's character. And he's just, of course, he's just always serving this movie. He's always mogging everybody. The main trap test subject guy is health insurance executive William Easton, who at the beginning of the movie is shown to be pretty much a dickhead health executive. You know, denying people coverage. There's this guy who's like, "You're killing me, you just killed me." And that's pretty important for later. So it's like pretty obvious why he's in the Saw trap. I feel like showing this guy and how he's so evil right off the bat, it kind of sours some of the excitement of the movie. I mean, the best one in this franchise, Saw 1, the character doesn't wake up and you know about their whole backstory. You kind of learn about the character throughout the movie, which I would enjoy more. This protagonist was so fucking boring. I mean, there's literally traps he goes through where I'm just like, please say something. Like, what is your motivation? Like, what are you going through right now? What's going through your head? I want to know anything. But I already know everything about this guy. He's a dickhead health insurance executive. Halfway through the movie, they're like, oh, Jigsaw actually got his health coverage denied by this guy. So that's why this was his ultimate plan the whole time. And then he has this whole like grand argument where he's like, oh, you decide who dies. So like we're doing this thing where we're kind of criticizing the healthcare industry and comparing it to Jigsaw's method, you know, by like choosing who lives and dies. But it's not the same thing at all. I'm gonna reiterate, Jigsaw put a guy in a trap for smoking. Mom, wake up. Is that Roderick? Yo. That's Rockrick. Let's fucking go, dude. William Easton's first trial. It kind of sounds like a FNAF name. His first trap is the Oxygen Crusher. I'm using the names from the sawfilms.fandom.com website. So, I mean, that's a pretty apt name because William and a janitor at his company are put in this rib cage crushing machine that clamps on them every time they breathe too much air.
For your adversary.
The janitor!
52 years of age. This man has continued to smoke even though he has a history of high blood pressure and heart disease.
That is single-handedly the worst reason Jigsaw has ever put someone in a trap. What the fuck? He's 52 and he smokes. Let's tie him up to fucking dynamite. What is there? Zero. What? So, like, these are supposed to be like games. Like Jigsaw makes like funny games where you have to like make a choice or go through some, you know, some insane act of courage to live, such as, you know, cutting your arm off and putting it on a scale. But no, this is just don't breathe more than the other person. This is like, it's like genuinely like infuriating that they think that's even worthy of putting into the movie. It's not a choice. There's no choice in this. So of course the guy who's smoking is at an immediate disadvantage and he fucking gets blasted. This trap sucks. I hate this one. This one fucking sucks. I just saw this Kickstarter for the Vampire Survivors board game. It actually looks kind of cool. Usually these board game Kickstarters, they have like multiple tiers to try to, like, you know, more incentives, but $60 for the deluxe version. That's really good. And then we see more flashbacks, and it feels like a sixth of this movie is fucking anime filler with all these goddamn flashbacks. William Afton's next trial is the gallows. He has to grab these two little grabby things, and you know, he realizes he's holding up two people who are about to be hung.
It's a business! My decisions are made.
I mean, kind of. Who would I pick? I don't know. I'd pick whoever was nicer to me recently. That's what I would do. Jigsaw's moral justification is that he is saving people. In what universe are the people in the other side of the trap? Do they have any choice or that they'll come out saved? Because that's also the moral reasoning why fucking Hoffman, Amanda, and his wife, they keep doing this because they believe in Jigsaw. The franchise decided to peel the curtain back so far that we're just seeing them do it and there's like no justification. It's just a fuck-ass movie. Anyways, back to the trap. He just has to choose someone to live. But what's fucking funny is after that, he's just like, well, I'm out of here. You find your way out. She's standing on the slab, floating in the air with the barbed wire around her neck. And the health exec is just like, well, I'm out of here.
You try to find a way out of here, Addie. I have to keep going. Be careful.
Find a way out of here. What? How? Mechanically, kind of a cool trap, I guess. It's a sadistic choice. I would say this one's actually a game. Morally, it's pretty loose. Doesn't really follow Jigsaw's justification, so it sucks. X tier. Fucking X tier trap. Throughout the movie, we also follow a mother and son who is kind of believed to be William Easton's family, but then the twist at the end is that it's the family of the guy at the start of the movie, which was a pretty good misdirection. William's next trial is the steam maze. His lawyer is at the bottom of a maze with a bunch of steam pipes spurting out and blasting her, and he has to guide her to the end. So this one is actually most like a game. It's kind of like that one Nickelodeon show I can't remember the name of. But at the end, the door between them opens. She's essentially told that the key to release the trap from her is in William's like side of his body, like stitched in him. She just starts swinging like a buzzsaw at him, and he's like, wait, I'll do it. Wait, I'll do it. I guess the biggest problem I have with this is when that door opens, they have 20 seconds. I think that's not fair. I'll say it. I don't think that's fair. 20 seconds to realize where the key is and then actually get it and then actually fumble with it and take it off of you before it fucking kills you. It's almost like the maze didn't matter, and then the part at the end they were trying to do like hiding keys and body parts thing again, but it just kind of amounts to nothing. So steam maze kind of sucks. I don't know. William's final test is probably the highlight of this movie. It is the shotgun carousel. Whoa, Spyro. No, they deserve to die. He has his 6 employees that they showed off at the start of the movie who are all obviously evil, denying people of coverage they deserve. And he's told that he can only save 2 of them. To prevent the shotgun from hitting them, he has to put his hand in a thing and let it get stabbed, and then the shotgun will miss. So this is a pretty fun game. The highlight of it would be, you know, how each character reacts. Some of them start trying to lie. Some of them start attacking each other, get in his head. Throughout the whole game, William just says nothing. He just stares at them. He doesn't say anything. It's almost like he's making random choices. So yeah, he ends up saving a couple people. Some guy got mad at him. It was pretty good. Shotgun Carousel gets a yes from me. The Hoffman storyline reaches its natural conclusion. He's in a room with his coworkers and they're trying to decipher a recording they recovered from one of Jigsaw's kills.
In other words, when he left his fingerprints on the latest victims, Strom was already dead.
Right now,
There it is.
right now, you're feeling helpless.
Get him. Oh, hell yeah. Nah, this motherfucker just turned into John Wick. Oh, hell. Oh my god, this is the worst cop of all time. God damn. Hoffman, you've done it again, you sick motherfucker. After that, he goes right to like the observation room for William Easton's trap, and then we're at the part of the Saw movie where everything starts colliding and we get one neat ending. Okay, so for this next scene, try to follow me as best as you can. It's gonna be really difficult without having actually seen the movie, but yeah. And then we see Jill Tuck leave a piece of evidence on Hoffman's computer, which reveals that he wrote a letter to Amanda Young, who her boyfriend slammed the door on Jill Tuck while she was pregnant, which resulted in them losing the baby, and Hoffman used that knowledge to blackmail Amanda to kill the doctor from Saw 3. Jill reveals the final envelope from Jigsaw's final will box, and it's a picture of Hoffman. And it turns out this whole thing was a test for Hoffman, everything up to now. This just shows why all of this interconnected stuff is so bad. Jigsaw knew about it this whole time. He just knows everything. He's fucking omnipotent. He knows everything. And he's testing Hoffman. But then Jill shocks him, puts the reverse bear trap on his head, which is pretty cool. I like the reverse bear trap. And he almost escapes. His face gets ripped off, but I feel like they left it like ambiguous to whether or not he died, because I mean, he's dope. They're gonna use him more. Can't keep adding flashbacks to scenes from older movies, adding characters to scenes they were never in, and then being like, oh yeah, that's actually this character's motivation now. That's fucking stupid. Oh, Hoffman was actually behind all that stuff, but Jigsaw was actually behind Hoffman this whole time. That's fucking sick. This is the 6th movie, and we're still seeing plot points from the 3rd one. Imagine it's been 3, because like these movies are coming out yearly. Imagine you're watching Saw 6, and you're like, wait, what? Who the fuck is that? Like, what is this? I don't think anyone in 2009 was strapping in for Saw 6 and thinking that hard about it, but it is really dumb, you know, as much as I like this franchise. How funny and stupid it can be. Bad reveal, bad ending for Hoffman. Posed ending for Hoffman. I'm sure he'll be in the next 5 movies. And then William Afton gets to the end, reunites with the lady we saw him on the phone with earlier, who he called Babe, who's actually his sister. And he's like, oh my god, my sister. Thank you. And then that's when we see that, you know, the mom and son are actually not his family. The lady's like, I can't do it. I hate you. I hate what you will do, but I can't do it. And then Roderick is like,
I can't.
no, Roderick, no.
You killed my father, you motherfucker!
What? Why is that connected to Hoffman? Yes, Saw 6. I found Saw 6 to be quite boring. I did not like Saw 6 as much as the last few movies, but to be honest, they're all a blur. Even though this is my rewatch series, they're all kind of a blur and meshed together. This one really went out of its way to be ridiculous. I think so far the best twist is that 3 and 4 were happening at the same time. That is a trippy twist. These aren't plot points that were set up. These were just pulled out of their ass, and you can tell. But yeah, Saw 7, can't wait. I think it's Saw 3D. Fucking hell. Happy Halloween, yay! Yay!